Life is like a dice game. Pardon me, y'all. Normally I'd be in the kitchen. I'm out here. Got to do some labor work. So, Takeoff. His death is good news, man. Now, I know the title is wild. Someone's going to get mad. It's cool. You come to me for the raw, the real, right? I'm not here for the PG, the goofy. You know what I'm saying? I give it to you straight. So I'm going to give it to you straight. Takeoff dying is good news. Real shit. It's good news for a lot of people, including me, because it's content, right? The content creators get to say what they got to say, rack up some views. It's real easy. Weirdo rappers that you haven't heard from, like Designer, Lames, can come out the woodwork and, reinvigorate their career, hopefully, using Takeoff's death. Vlad TV and all them, you know what I'm saying? They happy, right? Because that's the thing, man. When stupid death occurs, it's basically fodder for content creators. And then, of course, last but not least, the Migos themselves. They happy. Because ultimately, this is great fodder for them, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be in the news. Quavo and Offset can, do dedication tracks, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We worship death in the black community, the black hip-hop community. I just want to be specific here, unfortunately. So when someone dies like this is a great opportunity to create a new angel, a new legend, right? Even if they were whack as fuck, like the Migos, extend their career, they're running a little bit, because Migos was done out here. Let's be honest. Nobody listens to that Quavo Takeoff tape. The tape was trash, I'm sure. I think I heard the first song, and never checked it out. It was what do you call that? A coaster? So it's not like people were bumping this music. Let's be honest here. We're not gonna do they were, Takeoff was so talented, RIP. It wasn't that. Okay? This was a whack rapper put on a pedestal because that's what people like. People like that mediocre shit. I get it. That mediocre mental illness. I'm in the gutter doing gutter shit. Typical rap shit, right? Pardon me for being cynical, but of course, I've been around for a long time, so I've seen certain patterns. And I know that these things don't change. Someone's going to say, it's too soon to talk about this. It's not too soon, because there's never going to be a time where people talk about this. You know this, and I know this, right? A lot of the people who are going to, come and attack people like me for speaking out about this shit, they don't care about Takeoff's death. Trust me. Takeoff's death is an opportunity for them to flex on social media, maybe get their whole content stuff up. They're just like everybody else, okay? They don't give a shit. They're going to virtual signal. They're going to pretend like, they want to protect the family's privacy and the feelings of those involved and all that shit. They don't give a fuck. Been around long enough, man. I know how this goes. So, long story short, just to keep it a buck. RIP, but I don't give a shit, man. Never liked their music, so it's not really that big of a loss to me personally. Like I said, it's bound to happen. It's stupid as fuck. The whole dice game thing. I've been to a dice game once, up in Harlem, I think. This was back in like the early 2010s. It was cool. I think I actually went to a dice game in Big L's neighborhood. So, not because it was like, let me go to a dice game. I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I was staying in Harlem at the time, hanging out with some, dudes from Harlem. And they were like, we're going to go to this dice game. Come with, because, they knew I was Canadian. And they were like, they wanted to show love or show me around. And that's cool. I was there for, a little second. But nobody was strapped from what I saw. And frankly, I wasn't going to be around long enough to find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not into dumb shit necessarily, and nothing against those who play dice games necessarily, but I never really saw the appeal. And number two, you know what I'm saying, if shit looks like it's going left, you gotta, at some point you go, you know what, this is not worth it, let me step out. That's what a grown adult would think, like, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. My softer side says RIP, but again, my sympathy is super limited.